Basic ice fishing cabin. For the basic frozen lake house, I think I want to try to make one of those little cabins, the kind that they would slide out onto the ice when the lake freezes over, so a person can go inside and do some ice fishing. So the first thing we need is a hole here in the ice to get to the fish under the ice. And there it is, an ice fishing cabin. You can see it's supported by these loose boards, keeping it raised off the ice. Snow piled up all around it. That's because they would have shoveled the snow that was here out of the way to bring in the cabin and plop it down right here. Out front, I've made a little workstation for cleaning the fish that they catch inside here. And this roof design is a good one. No, really, I do like it. It's just missing some snow. Freshly poured snow just resting there peacefully. The inside. It's a little cramped in here, but that's on purpose. It's just got the stuff you need. A place to put your heavy winter coat, a little wood stove for keeping warm and cooking fish, some plants to make it feel a little more alive. I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of cold and dead in here. And here is where you sit and you fish, casting your fishing line down that hole there. So this is a little different video today. I'm taking a little break from all the hardcoring and survivaling. I've just been having fun building little things here and there, and I wanted to do some of that with you. I came across this seed, trying out different single biome worlds until one would give me some inspiration. I spawned in just over that hill there, found this frozen lake, and thought, this is perfect. Professional lake house with a jacuzzi. So this pro level build should be something permanent. Something you can live in year round if you wanted. This is a game. This build is permanent. It's not going anywhere. But in my imagination, this is a seasonal building. One that doesn't exist here all the time. Only when the lake is completely frozen. So I'm going to build a house that you can stay in here in all the seasons. And I think I'm going to make it after a ski lodge. Typically, with lodges and cabins that are more complex than just a simple wooden building, you might see something like this. One story of stone walls and a second story of wooden walls. Or this story might be made out of logs in a log cabin style. Or you could imitate the appearance of stacked logs using stairs. And you might even see a split level type of thing, as in the floor sits here, staggered between the stone and wooden levels. Okay, here's the thing. This is lots of heavy stones piled up with lots of heavy wood piled up on top of that, and I don't think that's going to work. Building something that heavy on top of a sheet of ice, that wouldn't be very realistic. But in thinking about this, I had an idea that I want to try. So, you see the basic format here? Stone on top of the ground, wood on top of stone, roof, etc. That format could still work on this frozen lake if I attempt to rotate it and build out from the ground over here by the lakeshore. Ground, stone, wood, roof, just like that, but instead here, ground, stone, wood, and the roof would still be on top like normal. Okay, there. I think I finished it. And the mandatory jacuzzi is included here, out on this suspended patio. You have to have a jacuzzi in a ski lodge cabin like this one. It wouldn't be right without one. Heading inside first, I chose a modern aesthetic for this house, and you can see that in the glass walls, the modern day appliances, the dark neutral-ish color palette, and look at this funky plant. I love this funky plant. Beneath the cabin interior is this suspended level, open to the elements. I'm calling it a patio where the jacuzzi lives. Exterior-wise, I think this worked out. The stone supports the wood, which then supports the deck. The deck! That's it. I've been calling this a patio. Well, they're the same thing, really. Yeah, I think this worked, and I really like the texture of this mangrove log. Definitely more interesting on this house than had I gone with the stripped dark oak that I initially planned. There's just one thing missing. Some freshly fallen snow on the roof, of course. That's nice. Magical. Ice Wizard's Tower. So, I did realism here. I did realism here. Now I'm going to go full-on fantasy build mode. First thing I want to work out is a shape and a log frame. Now I'm getting some walls together. And it's worth noting that this build is really 3 little builds put together. Or you could look at it that way if you wanted. A cabin, a 2-story house, and a tower. Because it's a wizard's tower, so you gotta have a tower. For each of these 3 smaller units, I've chosen different block palettes to highlight their differences and enhance the build overall. I really like this window on the side of the cabin. Simple, yet effective. And the cabin roof, not as simple, but all that detail makes a nice focal point in the build. It's just missing a little snow. Nice! But my favorite feature of this wizard's tower has got to be this wall on the 2-story house. I've attempted to recreate a Flemish gable, also known as a Dutch gable. I hope I'm not screwing up these building terms. It's essentially like any other gable, but they're particularly tall and narrow, and they have extravagant roof lines. Here, I've gone with this stair-step design. I think it works really well having the red block palette here, as you can mix in these little pots and the lightning rods to accent that stair-step shape. And the decor matches the paint job. Beneath the tower, you can see it reaching up through the ice. I hope you can see this part. I worked for so long to get this looking right. Its frame extends all the way down to the lake bed, which you can hopefully see through the water and the ice. This water will freeze over in this biome when there's ice all around it. So to get this cracked ice sheet look, you've got to have some light sources nearby to keep the ice melted. And I've hidden those here under the ice. Now for the interior, we've got a boat dock here where you can pull up to get inside this remote tower in the middle of the lake. And up into the tower, whoops. Magical interior setting, spell books, and a place for writing new spells, some enchanted tapestries. Around the corner, access up to the tower, and a little bedroom nook, some magical storage, floating magical candles. It's looking rather cozy in here. We do, however, still need our ice wizard to inhabit this tower we just built for them. He's going to mess up the floor in here, isn't he? Oh, well. And what is up inside this tower kept safely away, besides the lovely views? It's a chest for hiding away some treasure. Or in my case, a pair of shears. Why shears? 3 levels of Frozen Lake House: Basic, Pro, and Magical. I think we did it, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like. I always appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this, where we hang out and do a little building experiment together in 3 levels, please let me know that you liked this format in the comments. And you might even have a suggestion for the theme of the next one. You can leave that in the comments too. I'm looking for your ideas of maybe a particular biome to build in, or even a particular style of house or building that you'd like to see me do. Just let me know your ideas. Just nothing too massively difficult, please. Okay? Bye.